What's up, Hyperdrivers? I'm back for my favorite kind of video, a lightsaber video. And today I have a Maul lightsaber from Neosabers. And even better, it's NeoPixel. Yes! So in this video, I'm gonna unbox it, tell you where to get it, tell you how much it costs. We're gonna give you an up-close look at this lightsaber and take it outside for a test. Let's get to this. Welcome back to the Hyperdrive. I am the Medinalorian, and here we celebrate Star Wars weekly, especially the joy of collecting Star Wars. And I mean, I collect everything from lightsabers to props to statues and everything in between. So if you like Star Wars like I do, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can jump to Lightspeed every week with us right here on the Hyperdrive. Today, I have the Maul lightsaber. I always like the way he said that in Rebels. Yeah, I was once Darth, but now I'm Maul. So this is the version of the lightsaber that you would have seen in Solo, A Star Wars Story, at the very end of the movie when we all got shocked that, you know, Darth Maul was in it. And then also in the TV show Rebels. He showed that off in that episode where they were fighting on Malachor. So that's this one here. I picked this one up over at Neosabers. So Neosabers is another lightsaber company that does replica hilts like this one, as well as some unique ones as well. They got some awesome selection of lightsabers there, guys. Some really cool stuff. This one right here is a little on the pricey side. I don't know if you guys want to jump directly into this one. It comes with a XenoPixel board. It runs normally $639, but it's on sale right now for $549. So I think you get like $90 off. Currently, if you wanted to pick this one up, it's a double-bladed lightsaber, and it comes with lots of cool stuff to take a look at. We're going to get into that in just a second. Neosabers also has some other cool lightsabers that I saw on their website. They have a Cal Kestis, which I like even better than the one that I just got. It's got a lot more weathered appearance to it, and it's even got the dangling wires out of the back to give it that look like it's been, you know, damaged in the back end of it. So that's a really nice one too. So if you guys want to check them out, I left a link in the description below for you guys to get to it, or you can head over to neosabers.com and see the selection they got. All right, so before we get cracking on this lightsaber, let's take a look at the case that this thing comes in, because it's pretty dope. I love these carrying cases that these lightsabers are coming in. Look at this thing. It's sturdy. It even has a combination lock on it, which I got to get really close for you guys to see that. There you go. Check out the combination lock. It's pretty dope. This is awesome. These are really cool. You can put your lightsaber in. You can carry it around. You can secure it with the combination lock, which is really neat. All right. So they pop open. I did a real quick unboxing video on the shorts and then on TikTok also, if you guys want to check that out. But we're going to go into it in a little more detail right now. So this lightsaber as it comes will not fit in this case. It's because this fang in the front here, it protrudes too much. So the way this thing gets shipped to you is the front part of the emitter actually is off. So this is how the lightsaber is going to come to you, and it's going to be completely wrapped up in like a cellophane wrap for protection, and then inside of the box. And then this is shipped separately if you decide to get this lightsaber. All right. So what else you get in the packages? You get a set of blade plugs, which have the Jedi logo on the front. Kind of wish it had a Sith logo for this one since it's a bad guy, but you know, I'm not complaining. You get two of these, one for each side. Okay, and then you also get two NeoPixel blades. So you're going to get two of them because this one's double bladed. There you go. Two, dos. All right. You get a plaque that you can put together if you want to display your hilt that way. I might have to for this one because of, again, the way the fang comes out. It's going to make it very difficult to display it on my wall. So I may have to display it this way. So you can get that. That comes in pretty handy. All right, you get a set of instructions so that you can go over what you need to do with it. You get a charging cable. You don't get a brick though, so you're gonna have to plug this into something to charge it. So you get that. You get a USB so that you can update the fonts, because I think you're able to update it for the XenoPixels, which is cool. Although I have not been able to get inside of the hilt, so I don't know. And then you get a set of keys with some Allen keys, Allen wrenches, Allen bolts to be able to tighten down the blades once you put them in. And then you get an extra nifty one here with a handle. I like that. That's cool. All right. So that's everything that comes inside of the box. Set this off to the side for a second. And let's take a look at the hilt. All right, so here is the hilt. Check that out. This thing looks super cool. So you got this huge fang over here, which is awesome. And this lightsaber, if you didn't know, is actually reused from an Inquisitor lightsaber that Darth Maul killed. Now, you can see that this entire center section is definitely the Inquisitor lightsaber, but it looks like he took the fang section, which would normally be that circular area that goes on both ends, and he turned it the other direction to, you know, protrude out that way. I guess so that you could stab somebody if you wanted to or something. I don't know. Just my thought about what it would do. But I really like the way the fang sections come out. They look really, really cool. So there is your emitter, and I put the blade plug in, so when I turn it on here, you guys won't get blinded. But these blade plugs, because of how they sit in there, they are pretty tight. You got to actually take the emitters back off if you want to take and put them, you know, pull them back out. So there's that, or you could tighten them down. All right, let's see the grips. So you can see how the grips look. I love the way they got the black, and then you got the, you know, the silver or the metal areas. You got this red areas right here, which look really nice. These little red clear parts. These don't light up. Would be cool if they did though. All right, here's your button to turn on your ignition switch, and then your charge port right there. The ignition switch does light up, and I'll show you that in a second. And you got more of that red clear plastic areas right there, which look really cool. You have an open area here where the speaker is going to sound through. So when you cover this, when you hold that, it actually does block the sound a little bit. But you know, the other cool thing about this is that the red light actually emits out of here. So that's also really neat too. So you can see that. And then you have the opposite end of your other emitter. So, your other emitter where the blade will come out, the second blade. Don't know why I got mixed up there. All right, so let's turn this thing on. You press and hold it. Power on. You can see that you have a red ignition light, which is cool. All right, and then let's turn it on. You got smooth swing. You see I already switched colors. Let's change a different color because this is the wrong color. 3, 4.
Dark Lord Order.
That sounds cool. That seems dark side enough. Yep. This one here is not in all the way, so it's probably going to give me some issues. Let's pop it back out. There we go, so you can see. Red light. All right. There it is, shining red through that way. You got smooth swing, which sounds really good. I love the way that sounds. Can't wait to see how this feels there. The hilt itself is really nice. It's balanced pretty well, although the fang does have a little bit of weight over here. So I haven't swung this around yet to see how it's gonna feel, and then we're gonna go do a test outside and see how that is. But I have a feeling that it's gonna be a little bit difficult to whip this one around because of this end right here. So we'll see how that goes once we take it outside. You have the ability, like I just showed you right there, to change sound fonts. You can press and hold the button, it blinks.
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
And see, it'll change colors. So this one will be like a purple, a magenta color. So cool. And you have a lot of sound fonts on this one. That's something that I thought was really neat. I'm a little disappointed in that I can't get inside of the hilt easily to be able to change fonts, you know, if I'm able to do that. Looks like in order to do that, I'm gonna have to take and disassemble it, you know, to get to those, to get to the inside of the chassis and see the board and everything and how I can add fonts. But I'm curious to see how that's gonna be. Maybe I'll do that in a different video. The other thing too is that it doesn't come with a Corvatec wheel, so you can't take and mount this at your side. So that's something else that you might have to add to it. And if you wanted to use it for cosplay or something like that, otherwise you'll be holding it in your hand. But this is a pretty heavy hilt. You know, I don't know about weighing this on my belt. So one of the things that I really like about this lightsaber is that you can see the light through the side of the holes here. It kind of emits through, which is really cool. Shows you the color of the blade that it's actually using at that point, which is really neat. And I really like the way the smooth swing sounds on this. It sounds really good. One thing, again, like I said before, when you hold it here, it does muffle the sound a little bit. So let's take this thing outside, swing it around, and see how it acts. All right, let's give this lightsaber a try and see how it sounds. Hopefully I'm visible on the camera.
Power on. Steady.
Sounds pretty good. It does feel a little bit heavy in the hand, but not too bad. Got a little clash there. I think if you press and hold the button, you get blade lock. Pressing it once will give you the blaster bolts. That's pretty dope. Pretty neat. This one here blinks a lot. I don't know if it's that if I don't have it in there right, but could just be the blade font. Let's see there. It's in there pretty tight. All right. Let's try. So twist on, twist off, and then changing fonts is holding it for 4 seconds.
Wraith.
It's got a really nice hum to it. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it does have a pretty good sound. This one's called the Wraith. It's kind of difficult for me to hold it. Like I'm used to like a single lightsaber blade. And yeah, all right. Let's see what else we got.
Blaster blade.
Blaster blade. Got nothing. Oh. So it only lights up when you press it. Let's try a different one.
The Senate.
And I think if you hold it once, you could turn the volume low.
Volume high.
You got volume high, so you can change the volume if you press it once and hold it.
Rainbow blade.
Rainbow blade. Look at that. So you got different effects if you take and you hold it for 2 seconds.
Candy blade.
Candy blade. That's interesting. All right. The twist action works really good on this one.
Unstable.
Unstable. So it kind of has a flicker. All right.
Cracked blade.
Cracked blade. That one has a blinking effect to it, kind of like a flash.
Fire blade.
Fire blade. So it's got kind of a flame effect to it. Steady. This one here still blinks a lot. Seems like it's because it wobbles. So like the blade itself has a lot of wobble to it. See that? It shakes a lot when you hit it. All right, so let's see what happens when you hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Blaster blade.
Blaster blade. That's that same one that we had before. Yeah. 2, 3.
Ghost blade.
Ghost blade. Oh, ghost blade only turns on when you move it, and it goes away.
Broken ignition.
Broken ignition. That's kind of cool. So holding it 3 times seems to change the way that it ignites.
Stack ignition.
Stack ignition. Dope. That is cool. All right. 2, 3.
Photon ignition.
Photon ignition. Interesting.
Warp ignition.
Warp ignition. Pretty cool. Phaser. That's neat. Let's see what else we got.
Scavenger ignition.
Scavenger ignition.
Hunter ignition.
Hunter ignition. That's pretty neat. All right. 2, 3.
Standard blade.
Standard. This will be normal. There you go. Cool. All right, let's see what other fonts they got.
Redeemed.
Redeemed. This one's got a green color. Like I said, there's a lot of sound fonts. I'm not going to go through all of them. But this thing's pretty cool, man. I like it.
Blaster blade.
Ah,
Bounty.
I love the white. This is super bright. Like I said, this fang definitely gets in the way when you're spinning it around. Although I'm no duelist, but it is a little bit of a pain in the butt to swing around with that thing.
The Count.
Very cool. Very cool, man. I like this thing a lot. All right, so that's gonna about do it for this one. I really like this lightsaber, guys. I love the presentation. Neosabers delivered it in that really awesome case, along with the combination lock, which I thought was really neat. You get a display stand, you get some blade plugs, you get 2 blades with this one. It's because it's a double-bladed lightsaber, and it's a really cool-looking hilt. As far as being able to wield this and take it out to do cosplay, it's a little bit of a heavy lightsaber because of this fang. And then when it comes to clashing, there is a lot of wobble in the blade. So it's not something that I see myself running around to go cosplay with or play with in that sense. This is probably gonna be one that just sits on the shelf more than likely. But that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. And until next time, may the Force be with you.